Listen carefully, chosen one. This is not just another message. This is your confirmation. You have felt it for so long, that unshakable sense that you are different, set apart, meant for something greater. But the world has tried to convince you otherwise. They made you doubt yourself, question your worth, and wonder if you even belong. But hear this truth. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to rise. And today, I am revealing 7 undeniable signs that prove you are not just different. You are God's favorite, His chosen one. If even one of these resonates with you, then know that this message is not a coincidence. Before we begin, I need you to confirm your presence. If this message speaks to your soul, type 777, 111, or 3333 in the comments right now. These are divine numbers of spiritual alignment, and if you've been seeing them, that's even more proof that you were led here for a reason. And if you are a chosen one, this channel is your spiritual home. Subscribe now and tap the bell icon, because trust me, the world does not want you to wake up to your true power. But I do. Now, open your spirit. What I'm about to reveal will change the way you see yourself forever. From the moment you entered this world, you felt it. You never quite fit in. While others blended effortlessly into society, you stood apart. It wasn't that you tried to be different. You simply were. Even as a child, you saw the world through a different lens. You asked deeper questions. You were drawn to things that others ignored. The mysteries of life, the truth beyond the surface. While they were distracted by temporary pleasures, your mind was somewhere else, searching, seeking, knowing that there was something more. You may have tried to blend in, to silence that inner voice that told you you were different. But no matter how much you tried, something always pulled you back to your true self. And that's because you were never meant to follow the crowd. God set you apart for a reason. But here's the thing, being different comes with a price. You've been misunderstood. You've been rejected. People have pushed you away, not because there's something wrong with you, but because your spirit disrupts them. Your very presence makes them uncomfortable. Why? Because you are awake while they are still asleep, and darkness always resists the light. But hear this. Your isolation was never a punishment. It was preparation. God separates those He chooses. While others are lost in distraction, He has been sharpening you, strengthening you, preparing you for something greater. And now, that time is coming. Your journey has not been easy. You have faced trials that others would not survive. The attacks on your life have not been ordinary because you are not ordinary. The enemy does not waste energy on people who are not a threat. But you, chosen one, have been a threat since the day you were born. You have faced betrayal from those you trusted. You have been attacked in ways that seemed unfair. You have walked through valleys so dark that you wondered if you would ever see the light again. But through it all, you never broke. You bent, you stumbled, but you never shattered. And that is because God has placed something unbreakable inside you. The battles you have faced were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to shape you. The fire you walked through was not a curse, it was a refining process. And now, because of everything you have endured, you carry a strength that cannot be shaken, a wisdom that cannot be bought, and a faith that cannot be broken. People have wondered how you are still standing. They don't understand how you survived. But they do not realize that you are not moving by your own strength. You are moving with divine favor. The storms that were meant to drown you only made you stronger. The attacks that were meant to break you only built you up. And now, you are stepping into a new level. The battles you have faced were a test, and you have passed. Now, the reward is coming. The doors that were once closed are about to open. The things that were delayed are about to be released. What was stolen from you is about to be returned in greater measure. Because when God favors someone, no enemy can stop what He has planned. You have always had a deep inner knowing, an intuition so strong that it feels almost supernatural. You sense things before they happen. You pick up on energies that others are blind to. You can walk into a room and immediately feel if something is off, even when no one says a word. This is not just a coincidence. It is a divine gift. God has given you heightened spiritual discernment because He knew you would need it. The chosen ones are always surrounded by hidden enemies, people who smile in their face, but secretly wish for their downfall. You have encountered people who pretended to love you, only to betray you. But every time, something inside you warned you. Maybe you ignored it in the past. Maybe you doubted yourself. But as you have grown, you have learned to trust that inner voice. Because every time you went against it, you paid the price. And every time you listened, it protected you. This is why you have survived things that should have destroyed you. This is why you have walked away from situations that would have trapped others. Your discernment is not just a feeling. It is divine intelligence. It is God's way of guiding you, warning you, and keeping you one step ahead of the enemy. This is why certain people don't like you, even when you've done nothing wrong to them. They can feel that you see through them. They know they cannot deceive you the way they deceive others. And so, instead of trying to get close, they try to push you away. But here's the truth. They are not rejecting you. They are rejecting the light inside you. They are rejecting the fact that you are awake while they are still lost in darkness. You have a purpose that requires this level of awareness. You are not here to be blind. You are here to see what others refuse to see. You are here to move differently, to think differently, to operate on a higher level. And because of that, God has given you insight beyond the ordinary. You can feel when someone is lying, even if they say all the right words. You can sense when something is about to shift before there is any visible sign. And you are learning that when you trust your intuition, everything becomes clearer. Your spiritual gifts are sharpening. Your awareness is deepening. And soon, you will realize that you don't need validation from anyone, because God has already confirmed who you are. You have endured battles that would have broken the average person. You have walked through fire and somehow came out without being consumed. You have faced betrayals, losses, setbacks, and spiritual attacks that most people wouldn't survive. And yet here you are. This is not by accident. God's favorites are tested the most. The strongest soldiers are given the toughest battles. And you, chosen one, have been through storms that only a divine warrior could handle. You've questioned why your life has been so difficult, why people have turned against you for no reason, why no matter how good your heart is, you've been met with resistance, jealousy, and hate. It's because of who you are. The enemy recognizes your potential even before you do. He sees the anointing over your life, and he has been trying to stop you from the very beginning. Think about it. How many times have you faced situations that should have left you broken? How many times have you been pushed to the edge, feeling like you had nothing left, only to somehow find the strength to keep going? That is not normal. That is divine strength. That is God carrying you when you thought you couldn't walk any further. Your struggles were not meant to destroy you. They were meant to shape you, to prepare you, to make you unshakable. Because where you are going, you cannot afford to be weak. The level of blessings and responsibility that is coming requires someone who has been through the fire and emerged stronger. Look back at everything you've overcome, the times you thought you wouldn't make it, the moments you cried out to God, asking why. And yet you made it through. That is proof that you are different. That is proof that you are chosen. Regular people do not go through this level of hardship. The ones who are called, the ones who have a mission, the ones who are meant to break generational curses and shift the atmosphere, those are the ones who suffer the most. But they are also the ones who rise the highest. Every tear, every hardship, every moment of suffering has not been in vain. God has been molding you, refining you, and strengthening you for what is coming next. You were never meant for an average life. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out. This is why you keep surviving things that should have taken you out. This is why you keep finding strength when you thought you had none left. Because you are not just anybody. You are one of God's chosen ones, and nothing can stop what God has planned for you. There's something about you that makes people uneasy. Even when you walk into a room, people can feel your presence. Some are drawn to you, inspired by you, while others feel threatened for no apparent reason. This isn't about your physical appearance or what you say, it's your spirit. The light in you exposes the darkness in others. You have likely experienced this your whole life. Strangers stare at you for no reason. Some people become unusually kind toward you, while others act cold or hostile without you doing anything to them. This is spiritual. Your energy shifts the atmosphere. Those who carry darkness in their hearts feel exposed when they are around you. Have you noticed how people open up to you, telling you their deepest secrets, even when you didn't ask? They feel a sense of peace around you, a presence that is not of this world. That's because God's anointing is upon you. His Spirit is within you, and people can sense it, even if they don't understand it. At the same time, you have encountered opposition from people you never expected. Family members who treated you like an outsider, friends who turned against you without cause, coworkers who felt intimidated by your very existence. It's not because of anything you did, it's because of who you are. People who live in lies cannot stand someone who walks in truth. People who operate in deception feel exposed around someone who carries divine wisdom. This is why you have faced so much resistance. It's not personal, it's spiritual. Have you ever noticed that when you achieve something, certain people become bitter instead of happy for you? It's because your success, your growth, and your light remind them of what they are not doing. Your very existence forces them to reflect on themselves, and some people do not like what they see. But here's what you need to understand. You were not put here to make people comfortable. You were not chosen to fit in. You were chosen to stand out, to be a beacon of light, to walk in divine favor even when the world does not understand you. The people who reject you, who envy you, who try to tear you down, they are not your enemies. They are simply reacting to the power that is within you, the power that they cannot control. This is why certain people just don't like you, even if you've never wronged them. This is why you've lost relationships with people you thought would be in your life forever. It's because God has placed something in you that cannot be hidden. The chosen ones cannot be ignored. You were never meant to dim your light to make others comfortable. You are meant to shine. And the ones who are meant to walk with you will be drawn to your light, while the ones who cannot handle it will remove themselves. Either way, your destiny remains unchanged. You have an unshakable faith that defies logic. Even in the darkest moments, when others would have given up, something inside you refuses to let go. You have faced situations that seemed impossible, moments where everything around you suggested defeat. Yet, somehow, you always find a way through. That is not just resilience, it is divine favor. God's chosen ones are given a level of faith that defies reason because their path requires it. The enemy has tried to break you, throw obstacles in your way, and make you doubt everything. But every time, you rise again. Even when you don't understand how things will work out, you still believe. You have a knowing deep in your spirit that something greater is guiding your steps, even when the path ahead is unclear. People around you may not understand this faith. They may question why you still hold on, why you still pray, why you still believe in miracles when everything seems against you. But they don't see what you see. They don't feel what you feel. Your faith is not based on what is happening around you. It is based on something far greater, something eternal. And that is why, no matter how many storms come your way, you refuse to be shaken. This faith is a gift, but it has also been tested. You have gone through seasons where it felt like God was silent. There were moments when you wondered if He had abandoned you. Yet, even in those times, your spirit would not let you turn away. Because deep down, you know that God has a plan, even when you don't understand it. This level of faith is what sets you apart. It is why doors open for you that others never see. It is why you find a way when others hit dead ends. It is why, no matter how many times you are knocked down, you always rise. Because you are not walking alone. God is with you, guiding you, even in the moments when you feel lost. That is why things always seem to work out in the end, even when the journey was painful. Your faith is the bridge between where you are and where you are meant to be. It is the reason why blessings follow you, why opportunities come at just the right time, why people look at your life and can't understand how you keep going. They don't realize that you have something they don't, a divine connection, a spiritual resilience that cannot be explained by logic. This is what makes you one of God's favorites. It is what keeps you moving forward when everything in the natural world says you should have given up. And here's the most powerful part. The more your faith is tested, the stronger it becomes. Every challenge you faced has been preparing you for something greater. You are being positioned for something beyond what you can imagine. The reason you have endured so much is because God is getting ready to elevate you. You have already seen glimpses of it, moments where things fell into place in ways that made no sense. That was just the beginning. What's coming next is something even greater. Stay ready. Your faith has carried you this far, and it will take you even further. You attract blessings and favor that others don't understand. Have you ever noticed how things just seem to work out for you in ways that don't make sense? Opportunities open up at just the right time. You meet the right people exactly when you need them. Even in the toughest situations, there's always a way through. This is not luck. This is divine favor. God's chosen ones walk under a different kind of blessing. It may not always be obvious to those around you, but if you look back over your life, you will see it. There were moments when you should have failed, but you didn't. Times when people tried to take you down, but they couldn't. Situations where everything should have fallen apart, but somehow you made it through stronger than ever. That is because you are not walking this journey alone. God's hand is over your life, guiding, protecting, and positioning you in ways that others can't see. This favor often confuses people. They wonder why you are able to overcome things that destroy others. They don't understand why doors open for you when they remain closed for them. Some may even become envious because they see something in you that they can't explain. But the truth is, it has nothing to do with luck or chance. It is your divine calling. God has set you apart, and when He chooses someone, no force on earth can stop what He has planned. But understand this, with favor comes responsibility. When God blesses you, He expects you to use those blessings wisely. He doesn't elevate you just for your own benefit. He blesses you so that you can be a blessing to others. You have been given wisdom, insight, and opportunities that others don't have, not to keep to yourself, but to use for a greater purpose. That is why, even when you don't seek attention, people are drawn to you. They see something in you that they can't explain. It is the light of God shining through you. The enemy knows this, which is why he tries so hard to attack you. He wants to make you doubt yourself, to make you feel like you are unworthy of these blessings. He tries to bring people into your life who will drain you, distract you, and make you forget who you are. But you must stay focused. You must remember that you are not like everyone else. The favor on your life is real, and it is not going anywhere. Even in moments when you feel unworthy, even when you question why God has chosen you, understand this. God does not make mistakes. If He has placed this favor on your life, it is because you are meant for something greater. So instead of doubting it, embrace it. Walk in your purpose with confidence. Use what you have been given to help others, to inspire, to uplift. Because the more you step into your divine calling, the more doors will open, and the more unstoppable you will become. Stay ready, chosen one. The favor you have seen so far is just the beginning. What is coming next is bigger than anything you have imagined. Keep moving forward and watch how God continues to make a way for you. You have a deep connection to the spiritual realm that others don't understand. From a young age, you've felt things that others couldn't explain. You've had dreams that later came true, gut feelings that saved you from danger, or an unshakable knowing about things before they happened. This is not a coincidence. It's not your imagination. It is divine intuition, one of the strongest signs that you are set apart. God communicates with His chosen ones in ways that go beyond the physical world. While others rely only on what they can see and hear, you are guided by something deeper. You may wake up in the middle of the night feeling a presence around you. You may receive sudden insights that give you clarity on situations others are struggling to understand. At times, you may even feel overwhelmed because you sense things on a level that most people never will. This connection is both a gift and a responsibility. When God gives you spiritual insight, it is not just for you. It is meant to guide you, to protect you, and to help you navigate the challenges that come with being chosen. You have the ability to discern people's true intentions, even when they try to hide them. You can walk into a room and immediately feel the energy, knowing who is genuine and who is not. And most importantly, when something is not right, your spirit will warn you before your mind even understands why. Because of this, many people have accused you of being too sensitive, too emotional, or too deep. But what they don't realize is that your spiritual sensitivity is your greatest strength. You are not just picking up on random emotions, you are receiving divine messages. You are being guided by something much greater than yourself. But understand this: the enemy does not want you to trust your gift. He will try to make you doubt what you feel. He will send people into your life who mock your intuition, who make you question whether you're just imagining things. But you are not. The moment you start trusting your spiritual gifts fully, your power will multiply. The more you listen to that inner voice, the stronger it will become. The more you follow your divine guidance, the clearer your path will be. And when you embrace this connection fully, nothing will be able to stop you. You will move with certainty, knowing that you are always being led in the right direction. So don't let the world make you doubt what God has placed inside of you. You are not imagining things. You are not crazy. You are connected in ways that most people will never understand. And that connection is what will set you apart and elevate you to levels you never thought possible. Trust your gift, chosen one. It is one of the greatest blessings you have. And if you use it wisely, it will take you further than you ever imagined. Listen closely, chosen one. Everything you've heard today was meant for you. This was not just another video. This was a divine message confirming what your soul has always known. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to blend in with the crowd. You were chosen, set apart, and favored by God in ways the world cannot understand. The trials you faced, the loneliness, the rejection, all of it was part of the preparation. You were never being punished. You were being shaped, refined, and strengthened for something far greater. Now that you know the truth, there is no going back. You can no longer doubt who you are. The signs are clear, the calling is real, and the time has come for you to rise. The world may not recognize you, but heaven does. And those who truly see with spiritual eyes will know exactly who you are. Stay aligned, stay faithful, and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. If this message resonated with you, let it be known. Type "I am Shehozen" in the comments right now. Declare it. Speak it into existence. This is your confirmation. You are favored, you are powerful, and you are unstoppable. Make sure you're connected to this channel by subscribing and turning on notifications. More powerful revelations are coming, and you won't want to miss them. Until next time, chosen one, stay strong, stay awakened, and never forget who you are.